Oh.
So probably now, soonish, nowish. Oh no!
Yeah, we're
Look at
live.
that.
Hello,
We're live.
everybody.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Hey.
stop that timer already.
Yeah. It's already dead. Anyway,
So, runs
you know
over.
me. I'm, of
runs
course,
over, go home.
TheBigMike1983. This is Weapon, and we're racing Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night.
Racing is probably a strong word. It's me getting massacred by Mike, more like. But Mrs. Weapon in the chat, in before Weapon dies. Exactly. Thanks, hon. I appreciate it. Mrs. sitting next to me being supportive as ever. So, you want to, no webcam here for us today. Sorry about that, guys. But, Mike, you want to kind of explain what's going on, or you want me to explain what's going on?
Yeah, so we are doing the Bloodstained randomizer mode, which is built in. There are some other third-party ones, but we're being exquisitely lazy. We have it set so basically the key items can be in the game, and we just have to defeat Jeeble, who is like the mid-boss of the game, essentially. But there are a couple key things. There's one thing you have to get, and that is vertical movement tech.
Yes.
So we need to be able to high jump, or I don't think double jump will get you there.
No, I don't.
But,
I think, it might get you close, but it still would be bad to find.
No, yeah, it's not going to be great. So basically what we need to do is find any sort of vertical movement tech and then enough survivability to kill Jeeble. Now, this could take 45 minutes, and this could take 2.5 hours before we say F it and move on.
Yeah, Jeeble's not the hardest target to beat, because obviously it's a mid-game boss, despite being kind of like the Symphony of the Night inverted castle. He's not actually the final boss.
Right.
Oh no, spoilers, sorry about that. No, Jeeble's not that tough, but the biggest problem here, the biggest thing that we're going to see pretty quickly is getting that vertical lift, and the only good way to get a lot of that is by killing a lot of enemies, so you're going to see that pretty dang quickly. Alright, well, we could probably talk more about it, or we can show it off.
Alright, you ready?
I am ready.
Give us the countdown?
Alright, on screen, we should both be at the press any key. It looks like it from stream there.
We are.
Let's go ahead in 3.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
hold on.
Holding.
I'm making sure my OBS is blocking the stream screen so I don't see you, because that'd be bad and cheating.
Well, I have it tiny enough on mine. I don't think I could see it if I wanted to. So.
All right.
If I do see it, I'm sorry, but it's whatever. We'll be alright.
You'll be fine.
We'll be alright. You're gonna beat me anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Anyways,
you don't know that.
It's a strong guess. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. All right.
So what we are looking for on the boat, especially our green chests, because they are going to have weapons and armor, probably. There might be some other items in there, but let's kill him, see if he gives us any good shards. I didn't even get to kill him. He just turned into goo.
Yeah. So the biggest challenge to start on randomizer on any seed, this is randomizer, on any seed is getting initial weapon. Sometimes when you start the game, the best thing you'll have is a piece of magic or a shard that might give you some damage. Not even that's really guaranteed. But most of your hope, at least on the boat, is to find something. Even if it's just a dagger or a boots or whatever default basic stuff, if you get at least something that lets you punch, then you're off to a good start. No, this is just vanilla randomizer. This is the randomizer that's available via the developers method.
Yep. We're being lazy. We know there's a couple people with their own randos out there.
Yeah, the developer one isn't bad. The problem is the developer one can absolutely not be beatable. So fair warning, we may not be able to finish this at all. So that's why we have a kind of a hard cutoff if it gets to that point. But yeah, this could absolutely fail in misery. We could just be hitting the same monster 100 times and not getting a daggum thing. So.
Well, it's not even so much the unbeatability. It's just in some cases it can be like, hey, we're not going to be able to beat this one monster 300 times to get the super low shard, it's not going
Right.
to drop for us.
Or more. Ooh, I didn't find anything. Don't worry about it. Or
Oh no!
worst possible situation is that an enemy doesn't that a soul you need to get across, say, a certain gap, never drops or drops beyond where you can get it. So
Right.
The logic in the developer-based randomizer is not good. It's the short version. It's not good. It works most of the time, but it can absolutely fail in misery.
Yeah, they did go back and patch it.
Yeah,
once or twice.
They've made attempts. Keyword
still not
attempts.
great.
It still can be broken.
But the biggest thing probably is like if we have to end up going into like the underground desert, we will definitely be making 2 saves, because otherwise you can run into a area where you jump down into and then you can't get back out of.
Yeah. So the term save early, save often is not a terrible suggestion. Although save scumming is also potentially possible, but it really depends.
Is it? You
I guess.
cheater.
I am scum. I'm sorry. I don't use it, but there you go. But yeah, it's fun. The base game is a lot of fun. The randomizer, they made an attempt, but one of the things that really sets apart other randomizers of this kind, and if you're here tomorrow night or tomorrow evening, I'll be doing some Aria Sorrow and Donna Sorrow randomizers. One thing that really sets it apart is that usually in those kind of randomizers, the things that you need are not buried as a random soul drop. That you can actually just find them laying around somewhere in the world. This randomizer,
really?
Yeah, this randomizer does not take. I did not want to see that. I absolutely didn't want to see that. So, Mike, you probably found it already, but how do you feel about fighting fake Belmont?
Oh. No.
It is probably the last thing.
Lately, though, playing this damn game,
right.
I don't think I have gotten off the boat without getting one of the keys.
Right.
It's really annoying.
I've had a couple boats where I've gotten almost every key. It can be vicious. So, for reference, the keys let you get into certain rooms in the game. All but like 1 or 2 have a monster in it, and those monsters are like they're almost all endgame monsters. They're all pretty twisted and terrible. And one of them is fake Belmont, because this is a legally distinct, not Castlevania game, despite being made by one of the Castlevania think tanks, EGA. It is a legally distinct, not Belmont. Wait, do I have a thing? Ow, it did not help. All right, so I'm not feeling particularly frosty about this one so far, Mike. Some of the things that
not super.
No. Some of the things that we really want to see early, we'll want to see at least a weapon. It doesn't matter what weapon. We need to see a weapon.
Well, a different weapon, because we already have one weapon.
Yeah, the one that doesn't really do much.
No, you do plenty.
Oh, that's handy. That's nothing I can really use super, but that's handy. So we want to find a weapon. We want to find something we can swing. Other ideal things we want to find. Giebel's glasses would be like the penultimate awesome that lets you cast magic for free. Obviously,
very, very overpowered.
Any decent soul, any decent piece of armor, but absolutely, we want to see a piece of weaponry as soon as possible. And I don't know, I'm not feeling too froggy about this one so far.
Well, and that's partially why we don't always really play on hard mode. I know some people really, really love hard mode on randos.
And hard mode is not terrible, but if you don't get a weapon, yes, it is.
Yeah.
For instance, so far, for instance, I really am not feeling froggy about this.
Well,
this is going to be an interesting boss.
Hope you get an attack shard.
Well, yes, thankfully. but it's not a particularly potent one. So yes, welcome to the least optimal boat. At least as far as I've seen so far. Don't hit me. It's gonna hit me. Okay. All right, we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen. Kick percent.
Oh, you're at the boss already, huh?
Kick percent.
Look at Mr. Speedy on the boat.
It doesn't mean I actually found anything decent, but kick percent. Let's go. This is gonna be horrible. Go! Don't punch me, bro. By the way, I apologize if anybody is, under the age of a certain amount. You might want to look away. This is the only questionable boss. Comp.
Nothing like a couple of big old water boobs.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not particularly optimal, unfortunately. So I didn't find anything on the boat weapon-wise, but then again, I didn't really spend time really punching anything, so... Alright, well, I gotta deal with these now. Hey, look at that!
Okay, come on.
So, like I said, optimally, any weapon. Any weapon. Did I even pick up anything? I did. That's all I picked up. Oh boy. Well, Mike, how you feeling today?
At least we got good armor.
Yeah, I mean the armor's not terrible, and that's definitely the saving grace here. But, and actually, that's a nice armor to have too. I'm 100% sure you picked that up, but it's an armor that can definitely be useful in quite a few places. And unfortunately, yes, we're having more fun with a tentacle monster than we intend to, so...
Yeah. Well, we don't have much of a choice.
I mean, I did get an attack shard, but... not super ideal. Ow. Ow, please. Tentacle lady, knock it off. Come on. Tentacle lady. I'm warning you. I'm gonna keep kicking you. Oh, hey. Sweet, I'll take that. Again, not optimal. Thank you. I missed!
You missed?
I gotta ask.
God.
Did you actually find a weapon?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not dumb and have to go back and find something. Ah!
No, I did not find a weapon.
So,
oh my God,
I will say, yeah, it's the only healing item I found. But, to be fair, normally when you get to Tentacle Lady here, you normally have at least a knife or boots at minimum.
Yeah.
Get over.
Which,
get over.
I mean, her attack patterns aren't that terrible to dodge.
No, but...
It just sucks. Dealing 3 damage a kick or whatever.
But 1. Oh, buddy. Here we go. It's coming. So, when we said it could be like a 40-minute seed, it could be like a 2-hour seed. Yeah, this is looking pretty spicy on the long seed here. How much health does this tentacle lady have here? A couple hundred?
Much.
Too much?
Too much.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is what can happen in the randomizer. It literally, this is what it boils down to. It can just be literally nothing. Man, you're gonna make me go back and do this. Okay, come on. Come on, kids. Dropping you off of the pool. Come on. There's one. Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Yeah! Yes!
Got her?
8 health. 8
Nice.
health. I'm going back to the save point. I don't care. Okay, so that... And some free items are going back.
In the fight, but not by killing her.
Say what?
I leveled up in the fight, but not by killing her.
Yeah, I leveled up on the little squidlings too.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Bloodstained Randomizer, where you can get the most powerful weapon immediately, or you can literally get fucking nothing. I gotta say that one of the two things that I found was helpful, albeit Look at that. I'm doing more than 1 damage now. Amazing. Please give me a weapon. Give me fecking anything. Yeah, I'm not doing this. So, you told those tentacles. Thanks, hon. Yeah, no, I've told those tentacles a few times with various weaponry that I've brought through, but unfortunately, that was less than optimal.
That was brutal.
Yeah. All right, so for those who have never played this particular game before, it's very, very similar to Symphony of the Night. It's very similar to the Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, the Game Boy Advanced Vanias, the DS Vanias. Yep. Very similar. The one thing
just
that kind of makes
together.
Yeah. A couple things that make it unique. It does have a crafting system where you can make items and you can break items if you have the amount of alkahest, which is the droppable thing that you can find.
Good luck finding it in the randomizer.
And good luck finding it in randomizer. Sometimes you can get really lucky and find the one that drops 2 per potential drop, but again, good luck. Yeah, there's a shop. You can randomize the quests. You can randomize the quest drops, the shops. Plenty of stuff you can shuffle about.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Is that all we get in the store? I hate you. Stupid game. Why do I play this again?
Lots of different weapon types, but so many of them are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, spears have just a god-awful hitbox.
That's nice. Yeah, some of the weapons are like... I gotta say, some of the weaponry in the game's neat. There's a lot of random things that can be very, very unique, and it definitely makes the game a fun experience. But a lot of the weapons, frankly, are just useless. But there's a lot of them, so take that as you will.
So, what'll it be?
So let's see. I'm gonna poke through the store and the thing real quick. This usually takes just a kind of a moment just to kind of browse through and see what you can do. To see if there's anything.
Weapon, what do we not forget?
I don't remember. What did we not? No, I know. So, Mr. Big Mike here and I have done this before, and one of the first times we did this, I completely forgot something extraordinarily valid, extraordinarily early. And that is remembering to pick up the teleport points. Especially in a race, that is extremely important, as it turns out. Because I got utterly destroyed that race 100% because I absolutely forgot to grab the stupid, yeah. I messed up.
Well, you got it back. It just sucked having to run back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can go without having to hit those, but if you're trying to go fast, then yeah, you don't want to miss teleport points.
You gotta go fast. That's the law.
Yeah. Wow, this is not the way. Oop, what is that? You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. So in this game, there are 6 types of shards. Excuse me, 6 types of shards. There's your normal bullet shard, which is you just push a button and you throw something. There is your directional shard, which allows you to do stuff like fire breath or something goofy like that. There's your blue action shard, which basically gives you like a power or like speed or something of that nature. There is your familiar shard. There's a few of those in the game. And then there is your accessory shards, which are the yellow shards, which give you a boost to something. Like stronger slashing attacks or stronger slashing defense or etc. Take your pick. But the last one, and the ones that we normally want to find, are the silver souls or the white souls, and those are your always active souls that give you stuff like double jump and or high jump or invert, which is
or the one that lets you swap around equipment.
Shortcut, which is extremely useful. And ironically enough, I don't find shortcut terribly often. It is. I mean, if you have a lot of stuff you switch between, yeah, it is.
Well, in a randomizer.
In a randomizer, less so. Especially if you're only going after Jeeble, it's not. But at that point, if you've got what you need, you're going straight to Jeeble anyway, so whatever.
Yep.
You're going straight there.
So biggest thing we don't want to find are bullet quantity ups. because we never find a good gun in a randomizer.
And I will say this, the irony of that, I actually did find an okay gun in my little dry run I did earlier.
You did?
Yeah. The problem is you
there's
run
a
out
bullet capacity up. God damn
it! Speaking of,
Yeah.
rip. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have. The guns in this game are interesting because you can fire them without bullets because they do have their own damage, but they're really crappy.
it's terrible damage.
However, if you manage to get up to the diamond bullets, they're like freaking trucks. And of course, having a good gun to do that with is also useful. But diamond bullets are stunningly powerful in this game, if you can get that far. And there are other elemental ones that you can swap between.
Also, you can sit in chairs.
Yes, you can sit in chairs.
Yeah, no, in terms of weapons, probably the baseline, like, sword-type weapons are overall the best. You do get more arc with, like, great swords. They're just very slow. They are much better for early game, though. I will say that, but...
Yeah.
Katanas are okay. Like I said, spears have a really weird hitbox, and I don't like them. Because if you're too close to an enemy, it just won't register the hit. And then, whips are weird.
Whips are...
Like, you'd think...
I would say whips are a novelty.
They would have gone ham with the whips, but they didn't.
Well, whips are definitely a novelty. They probably just added them just because I'm the Castlevania guy, so let's throw whips in the game. But it's like a heavy long distance swing and down. So if you're trying to hit something in front of you, the whips are not really super great and they're slow. Granted, it's it's a Vania, you've got whips, so there you go, take it as you will. And of course, you take it as you will. They're the whips.
Well, and she does use whips in the retro.
True.
Bloodstained.
Which I've played them. I have them. I have not beaten either one yet, which is sad considering how much I've played this one. It's sad.
Yes.
Because the story of those is actually quite a bit different than this one.
Oh yeah, they're their own little self-contained thing, but fun.
Smitty.
Hey, Smitty, you got it, buddy.
So
yeah, for right now, what I'm trying to do, I say trying like I have a choice in the matter. I really want to find HP ups first. Magic ups are good, and then bullet ups are just terrible. Unless I somehow find, an awesome gun, which I probably won't.
So I gotta say, I'm playing much differently than I'd like to be playing.
Me too.
And I've got to say, I'm extraordinarily disappointed that what I'm using is what I'm using, because it's all I've got. But to be fair, each of the weapon types in this game, they each have their value. They're each kind of fun to do. They all have their own attack type. They all have their own speeds and damages.
Is that code for you just said F it and bought the flamberge from the shop?
I said F it and bought a pair of boots.
Oh, you bought the boots?
I bought the boots.
Bold choice.
Yes, especially seeing I didn't have money for the sword. But don't worry about it. It's fine. The kicking is significantly faster, but the boots also have a really cool feature that when you slide, the damage of the boots are actually added to the slide attack, which is nice.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't actually know that. That's cool.
You do now. But yeah, so if you have an exceptionally nice pair of boots and you do sliding, all those slides will have that benefit. Which is really nice.
Cooler loves it. Yeah. Who normally drops a very, very useful early game shard. But doesn't in the randomizer.
Blood grinder guy, yeah. He's every time he makes his death cry, I giggle a little bit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, every time that guy makes it.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Uh-oh. What's that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, something I've missed probably, because don't tell anybody, but I've never watched JoJo. I said don't tell anybody! Immediately.
That's fine. It's not your fault. It's Mrs. Weapon's fault.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll go with that. 3, 2, 1. In before she catches up on the stream and yells at me or something. She's like, I don't even know what that is either, so... Ooh, that's a fun one to get. Not useful, but fun. So, like Aria Sano, good lord, Aria of Sorrow or Dawn of Sorrow, there's a bajillion souls, aka shards, in the game, and they all have their uses. Some of them are pleasantly useful, some of them are just terribly annoying. But there are some really fun ones that are just like really, gotcha, entertaining to use. Come on, game.
Yeah.
There's some very entertaining weapons, very entertaining shards.
But a lot of them, yeah, they made...
It's excessive.
Yes.
And that's fine. It's the name of the game. It's excessive on purpose.
And I have murdered the piggy in the Iron Maiden, as is tradition.
Yes. You can also use a frog, but the pig's easier to get in there.
Flying pig is much better.
Oh, yes. I literally just did that as well. So you're playing the same game I am right now. Just fecking go. Fecking go and hope for anything.
Right.
That's an interesting item to see early. Meaningless, but it's interesting to see it. And that's also interesting. So again, I think really what Mike and I'm guessing right now, are just desperately looking for anything weaponry-wise. Armor-wise, I think at this point, even from the start, is not bad. But we're just desperately looking for something we can swing. Because one of the things that ends up happening, especially in the randomizer, is you will spend time crunching enemies a lot to try to get their soul drop.
Yeah.
You have to. You absolutely have to. And it's better to do it with a weapon that actually does some damage, or has some range, or...
Right. Yeah, whereas so Weapon went with the shoes, I went with the greatsword just because it's more fitting of my particular idiom. But you have to do a lot more kind of hit and dodge with the greatsword just because of how slow it is.
And with the boots, you have to get in a lot closer than you'd like to.
Yeah.
Every time I beat that guy, I giggle a little bit.
He's just so dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
All right. Yeah, let's do this.
Ow! Quick! Don't tread on me, bruh. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bit here.
Not worth it.
Not worth it?
Whatever I just did was not worth it.
Tell me what it was so I don't do it.
No.
No. That's not how it works. Yeah, so far what I've done has also not helped, so I get it. And I don't feel like doing the maneuver I'm about to do without going a certain place, so excuse me. Also, when racing, you're trying bathroom. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea, but you should have gone before you got here. So, basically, what we're trying, like I said, that is not a good prize. Thank you. We're desperately looking for gear, and while we're killing enemies, we're looking for any movement shard. Some of those movement shards, high jump, which is an extreme super jump, direct dimensional shift, double jump. Invert, which lets you do exactly as it says, lets you invert the screen. Gosh, anything, accelerator even. It doesn't give you really progress, but it's nice to have.
Yeah, and lets you get to some earlier game hidden little areas, though.
Yeah, which
whether
is
or not they
more
give
checks,
you anything
so it's still worth it.
Is entirely up to the randomizer, though.
Yeah. So far, I really haven't seen anything that's like, ooh, I've got you on this one. But frankly, I think I think if that happened, we'd both be like, I'm gonna shut up for a minute. I'm going to blow
well,
through this.
So there's a couple different things if we do not get vertical movement tech in like the cathedral area we can do
Right.
is if we get Craftwork, which is the big hand,
Yeah.
we can move to the east.
It's
Alternatively,
slow
if
progression,
you randomly
but...
get the Blood Rain, I think whatever it's called,
yeah, Bloodsteel.
Bloodsteel, you can go down the fountain, and those are at least 2 different areas you can start exploring.
That's a less friendly direction, but it's something.
Right.
All right, so let's do this.
Oh my god, behave yourself, game.
Did I get plenty enough of these? I'm gonna take the risk because I can't not.
It's a pleasure doing business. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Is there you are? Is this right?
So, something needs to happen here.
Nothing.
Something needs to happen here.
Right?
Yeah. All right. See, that's what we got. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But what's this one? Ooh, I could go with that. That's fun. Nah, give me this one. We'll do it. What else we got? Nothing else. Good. So I'm gonna finally switch away from my battle boots into this lovely looking shiny thing. Not the greatest shiny, but shinier than what I had. So for those who have who curious about this game, there is a single DLC available for this game, and that is the Ega Pack, which is was a bonus Kickstarter pack. I think it's way too expensive for what it is. I think it's like $20,
oh, yeah.
which is stupid. To be fair, what that pack adds is an additional super boss fight, which you absolutely need to be ready for, because it's tough as I'll get out. But the fight will drop for you a shard that has some recognizable features to it, and is extraordinarily broken, I'll add. Extraordinarily broken. As well as if you took the quest from the quest lady here, she'll give you a weapon called the Sword Whip, which is not Are you serious, game? I hate you. Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine, game. I see what you're doing to me. But yeah, the
game is being a jerk.
The game's being something. Was that this? Did I get that? Did I get that crap from this? I did. Okay, good. So go back this way. Good. Anyways, but yeah, so the game's a lot of fun. To be honest, the vanilla game's a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the Game Boy Castlevanias or the DS Castlevanias, if you played any of them, or Symphony of the Night, of course, they all play very similarly for the most part. And for reference, this plays most like the Sorrow games, which, ironically enough, is the games I play more than anything else. So basically, I play the exact same game in 3 different ways very often.
That's fair.
I'm not joking. All 3 games are pretty much the same daggum thing. But, you like the games you like. It's fine. No judgment here. Please. No, you'll see me play.
I found Benjamin.
Oh, good. How's he doing? You doing all right?
It's terrible. I don't have a waystone. So Benjamin is some random schmuck lost in the castle, and every time you meet him, you have to give him a waystone, and he teleports to a different part of the castle. The only thing I think it really gives you is money.
Yeah, the randomizer doesn't change that. It is just money.
Yeah.
To be fair,
money is good.
It's worth it in vanilla. Not so much in randomizer. It's not worth it in randomizer because usually in randomizer you're lucky if you find the waystone. Because normally in vanilla you can just buy it, but in randomizer you can't just buy it. Ow. You. So, like I said, I'm kind of pushing the point where soul grinding is really all I can do, almost. I mean, I still got some progression I can do, but...
Well, you gotta at least beat Craftwork before you...
Yeah, you've got to beat Craftwork, because Craftwork will...
Guaranteed drop a shard. It might not be a good shard.
Yeah. So, that's really the big challenge of Randomizer is, to progress, you have to get shards. And to get shards, you have to kill enemies and hopefully get lucky. Unfortunately, they really didn't do any kind of balancing to make shard drops easier in randomizer.
No.
Really. So that's unfortunate. But the only way you can get a guaranteed shard, at least 3, there's at least 3 guaranteed shards you can get, is you have to basically go all the way to Craftwork. You get 1 guaranteed shard on the way, which is where the shortcut shard is. But the other 2 shards you get either one from Craftwork himself or from the candelabra behind him.
Right.
So those are the only guaranteed shards. But once you've done those, you're pretty much forced to go back and say, hey, what enemy has the stupid shard? Who am I going to have to kill 50 bajillion times?
Yep.
And that's what makes racing it interesting, is because one person can be like, oh, I killed it once it got the shard. The other person, I killed it literally 100 times, got it, and found out, oh, that was worth it.
Right?
P.S. It wasn't.
No, it was not.
So, I think, I don't know. I mean, I could look at the screen and see where you're at-ish, but I'm not going to do that because that's unfair. But
no, that'd be
I have a feeling we're in the same general vicinity of crap here at the moment. And to be fair, this is expected with the randomizer. That's why when we set up the time for being anywhere from 40 minutes to like 2 hours, that's the reason. Sometimes you just don't know. Like I was saying to Mike earlier, I did a dry run just for giggles. And I wound up finding not only Geeble's glasses, which is amazing to find at all, but I also found Invert, Accelerator, Hellhound, which is an amazing shard I love to get, and all within an hour. And at that point, it would have only been like 5-10 minutes to finish
part of it too is like one of us could get this enemy or this shard we need within like 1 kill of an enemy.
Exactly.
And the other could have just terrible RNG with it.
But then again, the other part of it goes, which one do I think I want to spend the time on to do that? Unfortunately, in the beginning part of the castle, usually it's, well, all of it. It's usually all of it.
Usually.
And sometimes, like I said, you can get lucky and you don't have to worry about, quote, killing all of it. But I made a mistake.
Oh no.
I made a mistake. Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Just more opportunity for grinding. Which I'm probably going to have to do anyways. Maybe.
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, it was full in addition to not checking a potential check.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I have to go around twice. That's fine. I will come back eventually. Alright, well that's good news. That's good news.
So,
and then you can have crap like
here,
that.
I went back to the kind of main hub and I'm turning in some quests, and the quests are randomized as well, and so far none of these rewards are very good. But occasionally you will get a nice weapon or piece of armor out of it.
So yeah, for randomizer, you can randomize those quests, and it's always a good idea to, at the very least, check to see what they're dropping, so that if you happen to get the item that, or to kill the enemy that they're looking for, you can keep an eye out, because seeing an early pair of Geebles, for instance, is nothing to pass up.
Gerbils. Wait, no. Gerbils.
And I keep pointing that one out because that's the penultimate item you get from collecting all of the shards in the game. And this game does have a New Game Plus where you can take all your stuff to hard mode or even nightmare mode. And if you have a normal save that literally has everything in the game, then you can every soul or shard in the game, then you can just roll that through the game.
Right. So there are some nice weapons in the shop, but they are stupid expensive.
Yeah, and that usually happens in general. But and by the point
I am nowhere being able to afford anything else besides the base weapons.
And by the point that you normally have the money to do that, you probably already have enough to do what you need to do. Unless, of course, again, Geebles. I know I keep saying Geebles, but Geebles is important, especially if you want to cheese the game.
Right.
Because it's like in Aria of Sorrow, the Chaos Ring that gives you unlimited magic. It's broken.
Well, and it's entirely random for
Ow.
him to drop it too,
Right. It can drop off
normal
of
game.
It can drop off of any quest. It can drop off of, well, in normal game, no. Normal game, you get it from collecting all the shards.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's how you get it. That's the only way to get it that I'm aware of. I don't have any of that. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this then. Cough. But yeah, no, the only way to get Devil's Glasses is by collecting all the shards and then going back to the alchemy shop.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, I've done that at least twice. Actually, I played this probably much differently than most people did when they first played it. I actually immediately went into 100% mode. Which means collecting not only all shards, but I collected every single item drop as well.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was an experience. I was happy to do it. Well, it was the first time I played it. That's exactly what I did. Because that was just how I wanted to play it, so that's how I played it.
Sure.
And to be honest, I'm like, yeah, it took me X amount of hours to play it. Sure, it took a little bit. But, you know, it was worth it. I had fun doing it, and I enjoyed myself.
Right. And that's the important part.
Oh, look who I found. You're not getting away, Stone. You're not getting it. So if I get it, I'm using it. Maybe. Maybe. So, like any good Castlevania game, there are breakable walls, there are a lot of health ups all over the place. Again, early things you want to look for, you definitely want to hope that you're going to see a lot of health ups. In randomizer, you really don't need too much else. Is that going to help me at all? No. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to really see a whole lot of other the ups. The magic up is okay. Capacity up is garbage. Especially in randomizer, because generally speaking, you're not going to collect enough ammunition to matter.
Nope. Or a good enough ammo.
Or a good enough gun, or the right kind of ammo. Now, scratch that, though, if you happen to find, I believe it's the recycled hat, which gives you unlimited ammo, so then capacity is completely pointless altogether. Because you have unlimited ammo. But then again, you're still reliant on having a good gun and any kind of ammo at all. So, the game really banks on finding a solid piece of gear early on. And generally speaking, for randomizer, you're going to find a good sword or a good club, and you're going to be good to go.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah, this time we had to.
This time it was pay to win, or pay to do jack all, honestly.
Right.
Because I don't think I've even found a weapon drop anywhere that's been anything. Hang on. Yeah, I've literally not found a single weapon otherwise.
Nope.
I've had to buy
the only
my
weapon
weapons.
I've got was from a quest tournament, and it was crap.
I haven't turned in all my quests yet, so I'll have to keep an eye open for that. Here we go. Thank you. And I'll probably see that before too long. Yeah, the weapon I bought wasn't the Flambers, but it's close enough. So there are a bunch of weapon types in the game. Each weapon has a different speed and range. Knives, swords, great swords, katanas. Clubs, I think maybe great clubs. Guns, boots. There are some boots that are really fun. To be honest, in my vanilla play, I really enjoyed using the boots pretty much very heavily.
Yeah?
I used them a lot until I found, near the beginning of the game in vanilla, you can find an item called the 8-bit coin. And, yeah, you know where this is going. But the 8-bit coin you use to turn in to get one of the special random good for you for finding the coin, pick a weapon. And the weapon I picked was basically the purple lightsaber, the Orchid. And
beautiful.
I used the Orchid nearly the entire game. Because not only can you find a weapon that's useful with that 8-bit, eventually you'll find the 16-bit coin, and then you'll find the 32-bit coin, and you can upgrade it.
Yep.
and I wound up upgrading it to max and using the basically I call it the lightsaber. I used it pretty much the entire game.
It is a good weapon.
It's fantastic. Most of the weapons that you can, well, let me say most of the weapons you can turn into, really, I found another weapon. It's trash, but I found another weapon. Most of the weapons you use with the 8-bit coins are okay. Not great, but okay. Except for one, and I discovered it in my vanilla play because you only get one 8-bit coin, so you can only get one of those weapons unless you break it back down. And
Yep.
I discovered one of the pairs of boots is probably the trashiest piece of trash I have ever seen in this game.
Really?
Basically, they're the ice boots. They're not bad. They kick ice, and they do what they need to do. They're not bad damage either. But it's permanent ice physics.
Oh. Oh,
In
no.
this game, that's trash. Heck no.
Awful.
It was probably one of the worst things I found in this game, and I'm like, that was a waste of a coin. But yeah, it was utter trash. It's interesting though. You do get the ice attack, which I imagine it could be useful in the certain toasty area, but I wasn't having it. Come back here. Quit running from me. I got something big and thumpy here. I want to hit you with. Big and thumpy. There you go. Don't quote me on that, but there you go. Alright, he's dead. Good. And I'm sure you've already done this, but I needed to come up here and do this anyways. Oh, yeah, that was useless. That's fine. So.
Oh, did you just kill Kraftwerk?
I might have just killed Kraftwerk finally.
It was useless.
Yeah, it was useless. So what I would like to have seen, of course, is any of the vertical lift stuff. And I would like to have seen or Kraftwerk or, you know, quite literally anything, honestly. That was crap. Anyways, so Mike, how you feeling? How you doing? How you doing over there?
Not great, but I may have opened up another avenue at least.
Oh, good. As long as one of us does, that's fantastic. Also, I love the... There are a bunch of familiars in the game, and some of them are really cool, and I imagine you might have found one already, but my favorite one to get is the Bloodbringer, just because it's so brutal. It's just so visceral.
The sword?
Oh, love it.
Yeah, that one is good. I do like the Silver Knight, though, because
Yeah,
of the
he's
random attack blocks.
And if you play normally, you're guaranteed that one.
Yep.
Like, multiple times guaranteed that one, and that's good. So one of the things that we didn't mention, for those who have played this or not played this before, the shards do have also what is known as it has a leveling system. And what's interesting about that is all shards have 2 ways of leveling up, except for the familiar shards, they have 3 ways of leveling up. So you can level up a shard by collecting additional versions of that shard, which is ideal. Well, not ideal if you don't want to have to grind. Or you can level it up in the alchemy shop. So in the alchemy shop, you can power up your shards. Now in randomizer, you're most likely not going to do any kind of leveling up unless you find one you really like and it's cheap enough. For instance, I usually suggest Hellhound for that because it's just extraordinarily brutal and amazing to power up.
Yeah, if you find it.
If you find it, and if you find... Well, gunpowder and rubies are pretty easy to find, and that's usually what you use to power up Hellhound. So, each one of those levelings does something different. Finding more shards usually makes it more powerful. Leveling up the shard usually gives it more, like, features, if you will.
Yep.
For instance, with Hellhound...
Like
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can get, like, more spears or more... like, weird wacky shack effects.
In the case of, like, Hellhound, for instance, Hellhound with the leveling up from the alchemy leveling up from the alchemy shop, the explosion that it makes gets larger.
Oh,
and then
yeah, that will do it.
And then getting more of the shard makes it more powerful. But that explosion once you get to level 9, will cover like a good half the screen. It's stunningly amazing. So Hellhound is a very good one to do for that, mainly because it's so cheap. Because gunpowder you can usually buy, and rubies aren't that hard to find. So that's really a go-to for leveling. But again, in randomizer, you're probably not going to do that too much.
Nope.
What you're more likely to do in the alchemy shop is actually create an item, or if you can find enough alchemists, which is less likely, break them down. Okay, so I see where I'm at here, and I know what I'm going to have to do, and I don't like it. No, sir, I didn't like it. But it is the normal progression. Hey, we're back to that place I skipped earlier. Go me. Was it worth skipping?
You.
Hey, capacity. Cool. So I didn't have to come back for it. Bye.
Are you in go mode?
Am I in go? No.
Oh.
No, not even close. So it is possible to have finished this by now, but I can tell you, at least in my case, I'm nowhere near close. So also, I've not been doing a particular thing that I absolutely should have been doing by now, and that's probably going to hurt me a lot. But I'm going to make an attempt at something here because I'm curious. So one of the things I said earlier when I was mentioning one of the things I found on the boat, I said to Mr. Mike, "How do you feel about fighting fake Belmont?"
Yeah. Yeah, and I got the Warhorse key too.
Yeah, that can be required to progress.
Yep.
And so far, question mark? It's not, but so far, and I think I made a mistake on direction here. I definitely went the wrong direction, but it's fine. But yeah, that room right there is the room, and that's the room of death. Whoever crosses this bridge of death will answer to the Belmont He.
Legally not Belmont.
Legally not Belmont. I'm sorry. Gosh, what am I doing? I'm gonna get us in trouble. I'm going to get us in trouble. All right. No, I'm not. Let's see here. What do I? Gosh, I tell you what. Let's do this. Yeah. So this is one of those seeds that absolutely is going to go for a little bit, unless one of us just completely has a breakthrough. All right. Also, those, and I don't know if you got those enough. One of the quest items, one of the boots, is a fun one to have.
Oh, the toy boots?
Yes. They're hilarious because as you run around, it will go squeak, 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 squeak. It's amazing.
They start squeaking. It's pretty good.
It's amazing. Let's see. Oh, that is a terrible thing to have there. Game, you're a monster. Okay, well, I got information. It's information I really didn't want to see, but I got information. For chat's sake, it's this thing right here. But that's information I did not want to see. That's also interesting information, but not required. Okay, so really the weapons, the only weapon that you're actually required to find in the game under normal circumstances is the Zangetsu sword. And that is actually 100% required to be able to get past Jeeble and genuinely beat the game proper. However, it's also not necessarily a required item to find if you're just doing Jeeble only.
Right.
Oh, that is there. What was the other thing? Oh, no. You're gonna make me do that, aren't you? You're gonna make us do that, aren't you, game? Oh, boy. Tuck in. Tuck in. All right.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, tuck in. Let me double check that again to make sure I saw what I saw.
So, what'll it be?
So you can do this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. So that's good information. It is not good information, but it's good information. Being honest. So I tell you what, Mike, if we get to the hour-and-a-half mark and you haven't made progression, I can tell you I did find something interesting. If you get by that point and you still don't have the interesting, I'll clue you in.
Well, I also found an interesting, but I don't know if it's the same interesting.
It might be. It might be. It might be. But yeah, so desperately trying to do the thing now.
Do the thing.
Okay, that's a thing. So for reference, when you're playing this game, every enemy has an item drop or shard drop, with the exception usually of just the morts. In randomizer, even the morts can drop something. So if you want to know what enemies you've killed, rather what enemies have what, if you've collected it, you can go into your little archive thing there and see the shards they drop, if they drop a shard as well. Because that randomization of who drops what can actually amount to another enemy not dropping a shard. So it's good to have, again, information. So yeah, if we get to that hour-and-a-half mark and I don't happen to have found what you found, then maybe we could share, because, you know, 2 hours is 2 hours, but...
Right?
But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. Randomizer does get kind of grindy, to be honest, unless you get lucky. So that might not be everybody's cup of tea, but the base game's a lot of fun. The only...
My PB is, I mean, per the game,
Yeah.
about 37 minutes. So, I mean, you can get really lucky, and if you find vertical movement tech, like, really early in the game,
Yeah.
the only thing holding you back is going to be surviving the mid-boss fight.
Right,
Which,
and that's not
with
that bad.
enough gumption, you can do. I believe in you.
It's usually by the point that you get to that mid-boss, you're like, yeah, I got what I need. Because you had to grind for a half an hour to find what you need, so you probably have it. So this is the point where it's possible one of us may have found something, so we're moving on, and it's possible that person is still looking. Never know. So, I will say this though, based on, you know, just vanilla play, the vanilla game's great. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of really interesting things going on for it. We've talked and mentioned a few things. The one thing about the game that annoys me the most, and it's not because it was intended negatively, but the one thing that annoys me the most is one specific progression shard. And I think you already know what I'm talking about, but it's the...
Oh, the water gun?
Yeah, they're required to be able to move on, that you will very likely spend an hour or two trying to figure out what the heck. You have to get this particular shard, the Aquajet shard. And it
but
is
it's not a 100% drop, which sucks.
And it's not a 100% drop either, which is, again, stunningly annoying. So you are required to find it off of an enemy. No other shard, I don't think, no other shard is required to be able to progress that you won't find by killing a boss or opening up a candelabra or something goofy. But yeah, you only need one fragment and one item to technically progress. Well, there's a couple items, but Bromide being one of those items, Zangetsu Sword one of those items. But the Aquajet shard is required to beat the game. Now, that doubles up on randomizer, because it winds up being then that you have to go through the randomizer grinding a little bit to be able to get what you need to. Because to get those shards you need, the only way to get it is to get you one of your free 3 shards or go after grinding. And I'm running into, yeah, I'm not dropping my shard today. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yep.
I'm running into that as we speak. I got his stuff. I don't have his shard, though. So, this is the part that does get kind of... So, you'll also see that tomorrow when I do my my Castlevania Sorrow runs, where I may take an extra second or two to kill a few more enemies to get a soul drop, but there is no soul drop that I have to get off an enemy, with the exception of potentially getting it in Aria Sorrow. One of the cool things, there is a new Aria Sorrow randomizer that's out, newish.
Oh,
and
well, that's cool.
They've changed the souls so that, yes, you can still find the souls out in the world, but they've also given you a tip of what enemy can drop that soul. So is it more beneficial time-wise to go after the candelabra, or if you know where the enemy is, do you want to grind for it?
Okay.
So it makes a very, very strong choice of timing and routing. So it's really cool to see that. But there's also changed logic, some changed things here and there, which makes things interesting as well. So I'm going to be using that tomorrow. But also, if you've never seen it, the Dawn of Sorrow randomizer, which is, I would say, probably one of the first games, DS games featured on RGL. Thanks, guys, for letting me do that.
Yeah, it's retro enough. It can vote.
Yeah, at this point, it looks and plays it looks and plays almost identically to Aria, so it's not really a big deal. But I'm going to be using the DSvania randomizer on it, and I'm playing what I like to call the Total Chaos randomizer, which literally is anything can be anywhere. Animations can be different, weaknesses can be different, damages can be different. Everything that can be changed is literally everything, and it's amazing. I love playing it.
Well, that's cool.
There we go. There we go. It only took me an hour, and you know what? Wasn't worth.
Shit.
Of
You're in
course
go
it
mode
wasn't
now, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
No. No, you're still safe on that, good sir. I just spent an hour going for that. Was it worth it? No. All right. Next.
Yeah, you've heard me yell about go mode a couple times. Basically, when one of us gets the vertical movement tech, we'll start going. It's go mode time.
Yeah. Invert, high jump, combination of maybe double jump accelerator.
Rush. Yep.
So, I can definitely tell you that in my situation, I am not in go mode.
I have not either.
I have a piece of progression once I get maybe certain something, but I'm looking for a certain something that may or may not appear. So also I am picking up item drops because occasionally you might find something that maybe might break down usefully, or be used for something as a building utility, or
or it could just be weapon or armor,
which is also useful.
Yeah.
For me at this point, I gotta say, and I'll say this just for maybe not your benefit, or maybe your benefit, I feel that the equipment that I have is sufficient enough to be able to deal with Feeble, or the mid boss.
Maybe.
I feel like I've got sufficient enough for it. If not in equipment, then at least levels. I'm getting there very quickly. But getting there.
Yeah, I will definitely agree with the levels part, since we are having to kill everything constantly.
Gosh darn it, I missed. Come here! Got him. Wasn't worth it. Moving on. And I did get this one earlier, because I was happy to see that, just to get it out of the way. Come here! So, for those who are watching, the randomizer we're playing right now is on pretty much a total chaos, total randomized seed, with the exception of where the saves and warp rooms are, because it's just really annoying to have to figure out where those are. Because you can have cases where you have two warps next to each other, or two saves, when you really need a warp or a save, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
It can be super troll.
It is the worst.
It's annoying. I don't mind it usually, but it can definitely kill a situation, because you could be like super low on health and really need that save room, and then it's just not happening. But yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I do very much enjoy this game. One of the things that I do also do like to try occasionally is playing it on hard mode, because one of the major benefits. Ooh, yeah, you know what I'm doing. Oh, but I do like trying on hard mode. Everything hits harder. You don't hit as hard. If you're playing New Game Plus and you have all your gear, then it's not a big deal. But for randomizer, you don't start with anything. Hard mode is super annoying getting off the boat without a weapon, for sure. But I will say this, hard mode is actually a lot easier on the grind factor, for sure, because there are more enemies, and enemies popping up in places where they're not normally. So you'll end up getting an enemy that's like for the next area in the first area. Or like for example, in one of the first areas in the boat where you push the box, that room is filled with Dullahammer heads. This game's version of the Medusa heads, which is useful because it's a good place to grind early if you need it.
And they can give you a familiar.
And they could give you familiar, exactly. Speaking of familiars, it was very nice to see one of those on the boat at least. That certainly helped in the fight. I wound up doing the. I mean, it's no secret at this point, but I wound up doing that fight with Simeon and the Dandelion and Case.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, Dandelion is this book floating around. He can give you buffs, and usually he'll give you a buff, but occasionally he'll throw like a fireball or something, which can be useful, but he just kind of follows you around and buffs you. That buff was
when
actually...
you only are dealing 1 damage a kick, all of a sudden dealing 3 damage a kick is
amazing.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
I'm doing 3 damage per hit. It's so good. It's so good. This is heaven. And everybody's
Talk
like,
about setting expectations
yeah,
low.
I know, right? It's absolutely setting expectations low. When getting 1 extra point of damage from a kick is your best bet. I mean, it cuts the time you're doing the battle in half, sure, literally, or by a third. But yeah, it's pretty troll when it comes down to that. Very dang troll when it comes down to that. All right, let's take a look at these. Yes, good, not good. Okay, moving on. Thanks again for something I didn't need. And this is another thing that could be really troll about this game. You could spend a half an hour grinding, killing 1 enemy, and then do this where you get in a room where literally everything you kill gives you a shard that you already have. Gosh darn it!
Yeah, that too.
Okay, do I have that one? Yes. Do I have that one? Yes, I have that. Okay, moving on.
I get up here. I don't think so.
So there is one thing that I haven't walked over to do yet, and it might be worth for me to do at some point.
I mean, at this point, anywhere you can explore and murder is a bonus.
Yeah, because I have literally one thing that I'm happy to see that'll help, and I don't know if it's the same thing you got or not, but it's not really giving me many extra options.
Well, at this point, I do not have any warm and fuzzies about this seed.
Yeah. So we want to push this out there and say we do certainly apologize if this does take the 2 hours and we can't kill frickin' Jeeble, but that is the nature of Rando. So Rando can be nice to you and you can beat it in a half an hour, literally a half an hour, or it can be rude and you'll be here till the cows come home, quite literally.
Yep.
Shout out to our good friends, our good cowboy friends out there. Alright, so let's see. Which way do I want to attempt to take the shenanigans on my part? That way! Let's go! Can I make this, please? Yes! Oh, thank goodness.
Can you make it?
I did.
Maybe.
I'm actually quite surprised. It's just enough to do it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find that pretty soon. If you haven't already. Oh, that's good for that. Good. Not progression, but... I could have done that there! Ooh.
everybody likes watching the Grinder Knight die.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, that was another one of those shards that when you get it, you're not that sad to see it, because the Heretical Grinder shard is quite powerful. Yeah, there's a lot of random shards that are in this game that you're like, am I really going to use this? And then you use it and you realize just how hecking powerful it is. And you're like, yeah, I use it. So that was another one of those random shards that I got that I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to use that. Why would you make me do this? Okay.
So you may have noticed, chat, that I just swapped out a weapon for a lower damage weapon. The reason I did that is because it is the flying sword, and it's amazing.
Nice.
It just makes it... It is slower, but it makes it so much easier to take down tougher enemies than you should be able to at this time.
Okay. Actually, I'm dumb. Okay, no, I'm not dumb. Oh. I'm dumb. No, okay, I'm fine. Whew. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. By the way, did I get a replacement for that? I did. I love this attack. It's completely useless in the form of progression, but I do love the head flail. Head flail was another one I used a lot.
Yeah.
It's basically just like using, like, literally a flail. And
it's really easy to level up early in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's another
so
one.
You're just throwing these giant flails at people. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can get those off the giant, the double hammer guys.
Yeah.
And if you get it, it's amazing. It's quite useful. Do I really want to do it this way? I don't. Like this. I don't remember who I got it from. Not that it matters for this, because, well, it does if you haven't farmed him yet. But it's useless in the regards of randomizer. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's good. Progression. Not go mode. Just progression.
Just progression.
Not good. Just progression. That doesn't necessarily mean good things. It just means things. Because I'm not even going that way. Look, I found the weapon off of an enemy. It's completely useless to me. I'm still using this weapon I bought from the shop. It at least isn't. It isn't the battle boots, at least. It isn't the battle boots, at least.
I got a quest weapon I started using.
Ooh. Yes? No. Ooh, actually. Not progression, but not going to say no. Nice. I think I might have gotten the one that you got, but I still prefer the one that I bought.
That's fair.
I don't know, though. I'm not watching your stream. Like a good boy, I'm not cheating yet.
How dare you, sir?
I'm not cheating yet. I'm not going to cheat at all. Don't worry about it. Oh, nice! I don't have to grind on that anymore. See, that's what freaking happens. You spend a half an hour grinding to get something, and the next enemy you kill gives you a second one. Son of a... You know. Come here.
Just like Schmooze in the Chrysogrim.
Oh, gosh, Shmoo. You can spend literally hours trying to get the Chrysogrim. Literally hours. Or the first one can give it to you, and you'd be like, thanks. Appreciate it. Come here. So, they did add... There are two of them. Two different ones. There is a Chrysogrim-like weapon in the game. And there's two versions of it. There's a weak version that attacks once, and one that attacks like 3-4 times. And it's not... It really isn't that great of a weapon, but if you're in
the
far
upgrade
enough...
is, I would argue.
The upgrade's not bad. No, the upgrade's not bad. It's just depending on what you found to that point, especially in randomizer, you may not really care.
Right.
But it's still decent. If you get it early enough, especially.
Call it in other... What do they call it in other games? The Valman way?
Yeah, the Valman way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Valman way was like in Symphony. It's the it starts with a V. It's not the Valman way.
Vorpal?
Vorpal. Yeah, there's a version that's basically like the Vorpal, and there's a version that's like the Chrysogrim. Basically, that's the comparison if you're comparing to Symphony. But yeah, so you get one swing with the one, and it's weaker, and multiple swings with the second. It's still not a bad weapon. You could absolutely run that weapon through most of the game without any problem. And actually, the enemy I just killed there drops one of those two items. It's certainly well worth getting if it drops it. I'm pretty sure I got your item. Did I get yours? Yes, I did. So I need to get his. All right. So, just as a note, I've got 20% shard coverage at this point, and I have 20% shard coverage. Yeah, and
only
I've got
13 here,
and I've got 2 progression shards, and I know where a third one is. Suffice to say, that third one's probably not going to happen. And actually, if I had to guess, you'd probably have seen it too. Yeah, the upgrade for the that sword is not bad at all. And if I had it, I wouldn't complain about it. No question about that. You could absolutely take down, even with the weaker version, you could absolutely take down Jeeble with it. That's no problem. You just gotta be good with your dodging. Actually, I almost bought the swordfish sword in the store. I'm so humored by that weapon. I absolutely would have done it. Okay, chat. Very quickly, you've got 30 seconds. Pick a color for the hair and pick a color for the tunic. I'm doing it. It's happening.
You visited the barber?
I'm visiting the barber. Pick 2 colors. Blue and purple. Done. Thanks, hon. We're gonna... Nope! My shame, I didn't do anything. Yeah, because I didn't pick anything. This hairdo, hair color, blue. Saturation. Blue. Lighter, darker, lighter. Let's go. There we go. Main color, purple. Purple. That's like... Okay. That's more red. Okay, a little more purple. That's a little more purple there.
The crowd wants red.
Red. Well, the missus jumped in there first, so you guys are gonna have to deal with the missus. Eye color, quick! Eye color. One more. Eye color. Delay. Eye color. Giving Mike the upper hand.
Not really.
Green, sure. Somebody posted a concern Froge. It's green. We'll take it. And we'll make it darker so we'll get kind of the Froge color. There we go. Too late. It's done. So there is this guy in the game. If you really want to customize your character's coloration and whatnot, and you can switch out some of the dress coloration and the eyes, the hair, as you find the hair apparent items. Happy wife, happy life. It is. What are we at? 11? We're at 11 as well. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait. 12. We're at 12. We're at 12. Ha! One up. Deal with it. You gonna do me like that, weapon? Oh, you're right. No, Mrs. and I have been together, been married for 12 years, but we've been together longer. It's just married, just 12. Wait, do I have you? Do I have you? I have you. Say, yeah, Mrs. kind of gets precedence on choices and calls like that. So sorry, y'all lose on that one.
Of course,
can 140 people be wrong? Yes. Can 1,000 people be wrong? Yes. For the safety of my... Oh, wow. I'll take it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off too often. Maybe I can. I will take it, game. This is happening right now. This is happening. So I'm not going to say out loud the name of this creature. Oh, because of that. That's exactly why I don't like this creature. This is the one creature in this game that I actually genuinely fear. I do not like fighting this creature.
Is it floaty, screamy ghost bitch?
It's floaty, screamy ghost bitch.
Yeah.
Because she's one of the only characters in the game that can curse you, and cut your magic and your health in half until it goes away. You do
Also,
get your
then she'll envelop you and do a move that basically kills you. But
yes, and then she could just straight up murder you. I do like the fact that the weapon I'm having is giving me a slight advantage on this creature because it is annoying to fight this creature normally. I'm doing it though. I'm doing it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. I honestly, I don't know how to feel about that one.
Alright. I've saved. Here goes nothing.
I hate you, game! I spent a half an hour on that guy in the other room. Kill him once. Boom. Shard. Screw you, game. Alright, so this is happening. Let's see what we got. So where are we at? So if you look at this here, I'm at 22% shard collection. I didn't go after... Oh, I'm going to be mad if it's something. I'm going to be mad if it's something. Okay, that wasn't something, but I'm going to be mad if it's something.
Oh, shit! I was not prepared. Nope, that ain't happening yet.
What did you go after?
I went after the warhorse.
Nobody's prepared for fake Belmont.
He popped me for like 200 damage in one hit.
Nobody's ready for fake Belmont.
No. Alright. Well, there's one.
Well, I tell you what. That balances out the time it took for me to change my outfit. So.
Sure. I thought maybe I could spam him, but no,
yeah. So
he gave me the business.
Fake Belmont is awesome. It's an awesome enemy to fight, but he is hard as heck.
Yeah.
Because he has everything that a Belmont has, and you're basically Dracula, and he will kick your butt. But to be fair, it's legally distinct vampire, undead vampire hunter, or zombie vampire hunter, or whatever the heck his name is. Zombie vampire killer. It's kind of a combination of ironic, actually. Oops.
Right. All right. Let's see.
But,
let's see.
No,
I'm missing shards from.
No.
That is the big question.
That could be useful. Well, if I kill enough and come back, sure. Probably not going to happen. All right, so let's take a dip. What can we craft? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. And I don't think I've seen anything.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, I can tell you that at this point, I have not seen Alkahest. At this point, I have not collected enough of anything to craft anything.
Same.
I have found 2 progression items. I know where a third one is, although it's not a great progression item. I have enough, I think, to survive a fight with Jeeble. But...
yeah, probably same here.
Definitely not enough to duke it with fake Trevor. Let's see what we got here. Nothing here. So also you want to keep an eye on the shop because as you go through the game, you'll find books. That right there is a good gun. That is probably the best or nearly the best gun in the game, which I'm not going to get it
shop
because,
or you just got the drop.
Shop. Yeah, Adrastea is a very good gun. If you can manage to get the Adrastea and you can manage to get ammunition, okay, that's not worth it at all anyways. It's not bad. But I have one more shard before I start going silly about what I'm able to do. Just one, before I start going silly. Actually, while I'm here, I'll check this. This is kind of a stupid late check, but nope, nothing anyways. Okay.
Where the hell do I want to go next?
So I'm curious if you found. I would think by now I found at least one of the things that you might have found, but I'm curious if you found both of them.
I don't think so.
They're both white souls.
Then probably not.
And I could tell you that while it's nice to have it, helps, but doesn't help that much. Oh crap, I just realized there's something I can use that for. Weapon just made a realization that he could have checked something hours ago.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's going to help, but I could still check something. Do I have any... That is not... That is. Yep. Yeah, it's not going to help too much, but it's definitely something, I guess. Because I need to come over here and do stuff here anyways. Oh no, it's the wrong side! Darn you, game. Well, I can check the other one. So this is a long way out of my way to go do a single check that's not going to be worth it.
If only these enemies would drop their shards.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, I've got one more notable enemy to do shard hunting on right now before I move on to silliness. I got yours already, which is useful. Also that... Okay, yeah, that entire direction there was completely useless. That's fine. It's not like I didn't call that out to begin with. And there's that, which is nice to unlock, I guess. So how you doing, chat? How you enjoying this year, the start of this year's Halloween marathon? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all enjoying the quote spoopy games. Some are generally spoopy, some are just awesome. Actually, this game is scary. Trying to fecking find all these fecking shards. It is scary. It is genuinely scary, especially as a race or as a presentation for a marathon. This game is very scary because you're not guaranteed jack. Mrs. has said, so spoopy, I'm spooked. Good. Good, good. Ah! I missed! I missed! Okay. Alright, so we're at an hour 20. Mr. Mike, would you like to know where at least one potential shiny that you may not have gotten is?
Did you get Deep Sinker?
I did get Deep Sinker.
Yep.
So I can tell you that other shiny is fairly close to the beginning.
Okay.
Like, very close to the beginning. But not on the boat. That'll save time. So, that'll help you out a little bit. That'll make this a little bit... I'm not necessarily going for fairness at this point. I'm just going for... One of us needs to finish this.
Right.
I mean, even if that ends up making you win in the next 20 minutes, that's fine. But I, at this point, really doubt it. Because I know what it is, and I don't think it's going to help you unless you found something else. Ah, I didn't make it. Okay, let's try that one more time. It will help, but I don't know if it's going to solve your problems.
What does these days?
Money, food, sleep. Not contracting a particular plague.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Uh-oh.
I could make that, but I'm not gonna. I think keep trying. All right, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I gotta get to the next place.
Yeah. So, you know what? Is it right there? Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it's go mode.
Oh, did you go mode?
I'm go moding.
Nice. Well, apparently you didn't need what I was offering. Fine, forget you, Mike.
Well,
I offered you a tidbit of knowledge, and you're like, cool, thanks. Yes. So that tells me then, possibly, maybe, that the thing I'm looking for was not necessary. So
maybe.
I'm gonna move on from that. But I did find Deep Sinker. I did find one of the white things that could help you. But again, from sound of go mode, no, not necessary. So I mean, you are go mode. You do have the option, sir, to push the time limit a little bit. AKA, give me a chance, please.
All I'm gonna say is go fishing.
Yeah, well, that's ironically enough where I'm headed. Because that's literally what I've got left to do. But with Deep Sinker, that's easier, for sure. Ooh, is that gonna help me in my situation? Oh, yeah, it does! I did not expect to find that. Yeah, and I got another one. I got another one of those. Cool. I don't know. Maybe that is what helped you out. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to review after a little bit to see what happened, unless I find it, in which case then I know. But yeah, I am at this point, I am at a 23% shard coverage, which is rough because it's literally everything up
16.
to going swimming. Are the
Hey,
drops randomized?
Lag, they absolutely are randomized.
Oh, yes.
They can come from anywhere, from any place.
Yep. Shards are randomized. On top of that, what enemies drop is also randomized. But for clarity purposes on that, what enemies drop, it will be basically another specific enemy. So, like, for instance, that fish, its drops could be, say, the drops that you would normally get from a toad. It could be, but it's usually one very specific. Okay, I don't know if that's go mode or not, but I think I found something very, very useful. I don't know if that's go, though.
How do you not know if it's go, though?
Because I don't play this enough. It's going to help. You know, it might.
If it's what I think it is, you just gotta get real flexible real quick, buddy.
Man, you're gonna make this actually a race right now. You're gonna make this actually a race right now. Okay.
I'm damn sure gonna try. Viper Punch! It's here giving us luck.
Alright, let's see. I don't know if I can or not, but we're gonna see where this takes us. I don't recall if this is right or not. You see, I've played this game 100%ed it, but I haven't played it to the point where I'm so familiar that So I'm gonna need that other thing I had on.
I think this way is slightly faster, maybe.
I'm making the attempt. I'm taking the attempt. So I guess good luck to you, whoever gets there first and doesn't get completely waxed by. That is handy. A little late, but handy.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who's going to get there first. It's a race, ladies and gentlemen. It is a race. He says he's in goat. I think I might be in go. Actually, I'm gonna take a look at that. It's gonna waste time, but I'm gonna do it. Come here! I want to hit you with my whatever the heck this weapon is. I don't even know what this weapon is.
What is it? Are you go or no go, man?
I need to go, man. Thanks, game. I needed a knife. I needed a knife that was completely fucking worthless at this point. The missus is betting on Big Mike. That's a good bet.
Ouch.
I'd take it. Betting on Big Mike.
Don't do that.
Well, considering that I don't think I've beaten you in a race to date. Ow! I hate this enemy! I hate that enemy. It's so mean. It is so mean. Place your bets!
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Actually, I don't need to do that there. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
I believe in you, weapon.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Oh, you
Believe
can
in
do
me
that.
believes in you.
You could do that. I didn't know you could do that. Yes, I am definitely in go mode.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Okay, yes, I am in go mode. I just realized what you can do. Something has just made. No, this is not the. Is this gonna help?
Dimension shift.
I don't know if this is gonna
Is it?
help. I made a mistake.
Dimension shift.
Did you?
Dimension shift.
I did. Weapon just figured out how to play the game. Shush! Okay, crap. How do I get there? I'm going the wrong way. come on.
Survive!
I'm going the wrong way.
Survive!
I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. This... Is this the way? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. I may have made a mistake. I might have been fine, but I think I just made a mistake.
Oh no!
This is a race, everybody. It is a thing. Stop touching me!
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
Summon share, you son of a bitch game!
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Yes!
Ah, that's not gonna work. It'll work, but it's not gonna work. I wish I could remember the exact... That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
Ouch! Don't do that to me right now. Ah! I don't think I'm going the right way. I really don't think I'm going the right way. No, I'm
No?
not. Crap!
You must!
I don't think I'm going to get you on this one. I don't think I'm going the right way. And my shenanigans is not strong enough for this. I think I was kind of going the right way to begin with, and then I noped and made... Yeah, no, I think I made a mistake.
Really? No!
Yeah, I think I made a mistake. That's fine. Hey, go, husband, you can do it. Thanks, hon. I'm still gonna get beat, but I will finish this. It's just gonna take me longer. If I'm not there in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Right.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Fine, I have to go get snacks anyway.
You're like,
Everybody
I feel
needs snacks.
Mike's like, I'm confident enough. I'm gonna go get snacks.
No, I'm not confident enough.
Dimension shift!
I think Jeebel's gonna kill me.
I think you got this.
But just imagine fighting Miriam. Like, Jeebel gets her down to almost no health, and then she just stops moving and eats 8 plates of spaghetti.
You got spaghetti? I didn't even get that. Gosh.
Like in Skyrim, I was fighting the Dragonborn, and he just paused and ate 300 wheels of cheese.
I was gonna say, yeah. How could you eat that many? Oh, crap. I do not like this. No. I do not like this, Sam. I am. All right.
Alright, I have enough pasta to carbo load for Jibo.
You know, I could have kept going, and I still would have wound up where I'm at. Feck's sake, me. Go, me.
Really?
Thank me.
Did you end up in the library?
No. Nope. I went all the way around. Oh, crap. Where is it?
What up,
Is it there?
Savage Quest Gaming? Welcome to Bloodstained. Where weapons
Not today.
may or may not be in go mode, we're not sure.
I would say I think we're in go mode. I just need to not suck so much. Come on, game. Let me do this. Okay, fine. 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 I'll deal with you. Come here. There we go. My the dexterity of my fingers is not so hot right now. Trying to do some particular maneuvers that wasn't working. All right. Is this the way, though? Is this the way? Well, it's gonna have to be.
This is the way.
This is the way. I've still got to watch those. It was what I have gotten to see is phenomenal, but.
Alright, what do I want?
This is not the way. I have to go the other way. I can do that at least. This is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and this is the vanilla programmed, the dev programmed randomizer. Which, that being said, anybody in chat who hears that and knows, it means that it's not always necessarily the best for logic, but as Big Mike said earlier, we're lazy. We're just going to use what's built in. Ay. Thanks for almost killing me. Joking. Eee! Ooh. Please tell me I'm going the right way. I hope I am. I'm going through this and I'm like, is this the right way? I don't know. Another page is written. There's also some fun little Easter eggs here and there as you play with some of your familiars specifically. Oh no, I don't have to do this, do I? I'm doing it. It's happening. This is an excessive amount of excessive fight that I don't need to do, and it's probably going to be a utter mistake. Oh no! Ow! That is not that. Oh boy, this was a mistake.
Woo! And I'm done.
Ah, frick's sake. GG.
All right, now I can watch you. Where are you at?
I'm trying to get there. I may be
Why
fighting.
are you fighting Bloodless?
I'm dumb.
Why are you fighting Bloodless?
I went the
weapon?
wrong way. I told you I'm dumb. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. That's fine.
Holy, well, yeah. You done zigged when you should have zagged.
I did. I still lost. Either way, that's one death. So, that was my only death so far. It was a death that was unnecessary. Okay, so which direction? Am I going the right way? Like, even loosely? I can't
Look at your map. Or pull out your map, yeah.
go up, right? Up and around?
You have to go to the cathedral.
I'm in the cathedral.
Yeah. So you don't go there. You need to go back one room, and then... wait, where are you at? Yeah, teleport up. Just start dimension shift. I'm assuming you found dimension shift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, where you're at right there. Go back.
Oh, back here. Back. Here?
To that, the cathedral room, and just go up.
Okay. I'm just dumb.
You have to go to the top of that tower.
I'm just dumb.
No, you're back. That you keep going into the corridor with the gargoyle. No, that's bad.
Up the bell tower, right?
No, but the last one you went into, the one with the save point.
Okay, so I was... Hey, look, Hellhound! Nice! A little
You got a
second
Hellhound?
late, but I just...
have no idea how synced up. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, you want to go back to the other tower,
Okay.
and then
So
go
I
all
was
the way
in
up.
the right tower. I just went to Bloodless instead of, up. So Bloodless is an interesting fight. It's really, really difficult, even on a good day.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, well, there's that.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little tough doing dimension shift. I find that going at kind of an angle can help a little bit.
Yeah.
Just trying to get altitude, because it does
Oh, look.
take a little bit to recharge.
Soy sauce and
Dimension shift!
resist thrust. Oh, wait, I have to go
So
through
wait,
here,
what,
don't I?
what weapon are you using?
I am using the Caladanda. It's a great sword, 46 damage. It's fine. It's sufficient.
Okay. There you go. Now you are at the end game.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just dumb. It's fine. Come here.
Thank you for the GGs,
So-
Mr. Piper Punch.
I don't know if
You want to go up?
I don't have to fight these fights. What am I doing? Ow! Viewer!
Yeah.
Stop. But I don't know if you found
Don't
it,
get
but I found
blood grindered.
What's that?
Don't get sorted.
Yeah. I don't know if you found it, but yeah, I got double jump off of a rat.
Really?
Yep. Giant rat. Oh, that's jackpot room. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, you want to go here. Yeah,
Nice.
don't go jackpot room. That's terrible.
But yeah, no,
No, you don't want to go there. You gotta go up.
Did I go
You're
with
on
one?
the other side of the hall of termination.
Left. I need to go left. Right? Left and up.
You need to go up from where you were with the
Yep,
hallway. Yeah. Or
Okay.
the room that has the switch in it with the door.
This room. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You see, I've played this before. Really, I have. Let's race. I'm dumb. Got it. There we go. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a save point first before I fight Jeeble, just in case, you know. Just in case, and just in case. That's Jeeble's way up that way, so.
Dimension shift.
And out of curiosity, one last kicker in the backside. That was just an MP up.
A little bit extra health going in there.
Here's the
But,
teleporter.
kick his ass, Seabass.
Working on it. another reference from the same movie that was made earlier. Good job. Good job. All right, so I've got. I don't need the Aegis plate, but I found the Valkyrie Tiara, Shinobi Garb, Black Belt, and Cut Purse, and Shattered Scarf never got replaced. So.
Same.
And none of these weapons are that great. Dojigiri is
just
okay,
using,
but
I used Gungnir the rest of the game.
I didn't pick that up. I saw it, but I didn't pick it up. Yep. Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't pick it up. Alright, so let me look at my shards real quick. Head Flail I'll keep because I like it. I found Standstill was fun. I'm going to use Grinder. I'm going to hit him with Grinder. Why not?
Go. Grind on him.
Grind time. Hey, Jeeble, I got a sword for you. Sort of.
Woo.
And thanks for the... Get... Ouch, dunked on.
Don't get hit with the electric face grab. That was embarrassing.
There it is. He's trying. Ow. Nope, no you don't. Get ground! Alright, do I have any magic refreshes? Do I? No, I've got potions.
I did not. I did not find any.
I do have an egg souffle. Uh-oh. Oh, no! He got me! He got me!
Oh, you fool! You should have teleported back to buy snacks.
I'm out of grinding power. Oh.
You're gonna have to hope your weapon holds up then. Get him!
Ow. No, I moved again! He got me! Help! I'm getting...
Oh, I hope you... Did you save when you were there?
I did.
Are you about to lose a whole lot of progress
Nope.
if you die?
Nope, I'm good. Nope.
Oops. Don't
Whoop,
you do
I
it.
heard that ding dong. Nope. What do you... Hey, he used Hellhound. Good job.
That
Get out of the
never
way.
works when he uses it, though.
No. He got me. I'm alive. It's fine.
Oh no!
Get...
Survive.
Come on. We doing this dance. Potion. I found a bunch of waystones at least. I mean, I got that going for me. Not Hellhound.
Can you use a waystone
Got
in a
him.
boss fight? I've never tried.
I never tried. But that is a
GG.
GG. So my final time was 142.10. Yours was probably like a what, 130? 130?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't the worst.
Well,
I
I'm
mean-
sure glad that fish dropped a dimension shift. Otherwise, we were
Yeah.
not going to be having a fun end to
Well-
that race.
I found that almost immediately going in there. I killed like 2 and got it.
Really? I had
Yeah.
killed a ton of fish before
Yeah.
one finally dropped.
Yeah, I killed
This
like 2.
game, let me tell you.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that makes races interesting is because just choosing to beat one specific enemy before the other player, or getting that few kill drop faster than the other player, can make all the difference. I did
Right.
find double jump, which definitely gave me a little bit of an edge in that regard.
And you got it from the giant rat,
And
right?
I got it from the giant rat, which is like
Yeah,
one of
because
the first
that was the one
enemies
thing I was
you
looking at is I should have gone back to kill a bunch of giant rats and the birds,
get.
but I didn't.
Well, I wound up 100%ing absolutely everything I could kill before finally going underwater, and that has actually bit me in the backside more than a few times on these seeds, because
Okay.
you do logically have the ability to kill that first fish and get a soul from him almost every seed. I think you're able to do it without anything too fantastic to begin with, and it can be expected that you'll need to do that. So that fish literally was what was GG. It was that fish for Dimension Shift. So that was fun. Mr. Mike, I appreciate the butt whooping as usual.
It was a fine race. We will have to do it again.
We will absolutely have to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you very much hanging out for this Bloodstained randomized race. We hope you'll stay tuned, because next up we got something fancy for you. Hope y'all ready
You
for
got
that.
death smiles.
We got death smiles, and this is only day one, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. More to come.
All right, peace out and thank you for watching. We'll see you in chat.
Hoorah.